By the time most men turn 30, they've already made the biggest decisions of their life: how they think about money, discipline, power, and pain. And nobody handed them a manual for any of it. If you like breaking down the ideas that actually change lives, subscribe. Every week, we cover one more book worth your time. The first book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. The core idea is almost offensively simple: get 1% better every day. 1% sounds like nothing, but run that math out over a year, and you're 37 times better than when you started. The problem is your brain can't feel 1%. It can't see it, so it convinces you the small actions don't matter. Clear's argument is that they're the only things that matter. Every habit you have right now is the result of tiny, repeated decisions you stopped noticing. The cue that triggers it, the craving that drives it, the response you give, the reward that locks it in. That loop is running in the background of your life constantly, shaping who you are. Clear also draws a sharp line between goals and systems. Two people can want the exact same thing: run a marathon, save money, get in shape. One builds a system around it. The other just wants the outcome. The one with the system wins almost every time, because a system keeps running on the days motivation is gone. A goal is a direction. A system is what actually moves you. The second book is The Psychology of Money by Housel. The first thing Housel wants you to understand is that the person driving the flashy car probably has less money than you think. Wealth is invisible by definition. The car, the watch, the house, that is money already spent. Real wealth is what has not been spent yet, the account nobody talks about. Most people spend their lives performing wealth instead of building it. The smartest person in the room loses to the patient person almost every time in finance, because the real engine of wealth is time. Compounding is so boring that most people never take it seriously. Buffett made the vast majority of his net worth after age 65, not because he got smarter, because he kept going. Markets crash, jobs disappear. The people who survive are the ones who stayed in the game long enough for the math to work. The third book is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Goggins opens with a life that should have broken him: poverty, abuse, morbid obesity, and tells you none of it was an excuse. The idea he builds everything around is the 40% rule. When your mind tells you you're done, that you've hit your limit, you're actually at about 40% of your real capacity. The mind quits first, always. What Goggins figured out is you can train the mind the same way you train a body. He calls it callousing the mind. You do the hard thing on purpose, the run you're not ready for, the conversation you've been avoiding. Each time you do, the threshold moves. The thing that broke you last year becomes the warm-up. The fourth book is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This was never meant to be published. It was a private journal, a Roman emperor writing to himself, trying to stay honest. The philosophy underneath it is Stoicism, and the core move it makes is the dichotomy of control. Your judgment, your effort, your response to what happens, those are yours. Everything else, other people's opinions, outcomes, luck, those are not. Most of the suffering men carry comes from trying to control things in that second category. Aurelius kept writing to himself because he knew the philosophy was something you practice daily, or you lost it. The fifth book is The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This one makes people uncomfortable, and that discomfort is exactly why you should read it. Power is a game already being played around you. The question is whether you understand the rules. Greene's deeper point is that awareness is the protection. When you understand how influence actually works, you stop being naive about the environments you're in. The chessboard was always there. This book teaches you to see it. 5 books. Atomic Habits teaches you how small actions build the person you become. The Psychology of Money teaches you that patience matters more than intelligence. Can't Hurt Me teaches you your real limit is further than your mind admits. Meditations teaches you to focus on what's in your control. And the 48 Laws of Power teaches you to understand the game well enough to play it on your own terms. You've got time before 30. Use it. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.